numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Giants. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buddy up! 57, Mike 57. Don't get nervous.
Now Murray off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He's going to take off with it. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 57 to Mike. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. He's crossed.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check Mike. This looks small. 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jackson now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They'd love to hold on to that, but first things first, they want to clinch that division.
Well, let's go back to the conversation we had with the coaching staff, and you asked that very question about...
There he goes, right side, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr up. And good, and that makes the score 14-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, it's Henderson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Play fake. Murray. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it. You call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That's taken in by Callaway. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack, Jackson. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From just shy of midfield, Murray. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
On 1st down, Goodwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one. Deep left. And got his man. Complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within. A single score. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Jackson.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Byron Jones on the cover.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 66, bullet, high.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They run the counter. It's Goodwin. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Come on now, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on now. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a run with Henderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They'll run on first down. Goodwin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Able to push his way through. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. First down, Murray. It's complete to Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Henderson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. On 1st down, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You can't. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You ready?
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Murray now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Callaway. 57 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. Now Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The quick slant caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Jackson will throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters. Because
now the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Got some room at the 30. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On play action, it's Murray. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 40. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now out come the Giants. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Murray from midfield, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Single receiver, single receiver.
Play fake. Murray. His throw incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not